will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. Dave.
There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Looking left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Floating away. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Byrne.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Utah State! Ready to try the point after. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reached the break, and Utah State holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Falcons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The toss to the outside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on him.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Crosses midfield. At the 30. At the 20. 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
It's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron 10 is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the draw. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Falcons want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
27, Air Force 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Touchdown, Utah State. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Gonna try to get it himself. First down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Air Force 17.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Snap it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The pull and throw off the RPO. Crosses to 40. Turns it on in midfield. Racing down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got the quick pass. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes a connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Unloads to the wideout, and the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Air Force. And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to the left. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give out of the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. And that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defense